Welcome to the Bobby Soxer Show, the podcast where nobody gets left feeling shocked. With your hosts, Ashley Patterson and Alan Mustafovsky.
This could be part of the podcast because I'm just going to say how amazing this is. There's no echo in this room. There is no echo in this room. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with a brand new episode of the Bobby Soxer Show. And insert applause because if you
the whole team is back together.
The whole team, the whole two of us. And, no. Dan is out on emergency workplace injury related leave. I don't know.
Yeah, that was pretty scary.
It was pretty scary. So I've been running the socials for a bit, but welcome back everybody to a brand new episode of the Bobby Soxer Show. I am your host Ash, and we've got our other lovely host Alan over here. I hope you have missed us
on hiatus.
Yeah, we're on hiatus, and we'll quickly explain why. As you can kind of tell from the material, the soundproof material back here, Alan has graciously ripped out the front of his house and decided to turn it into a studio. We'll insert clip of said studio in this video, but it's why everything doesn't have an echo anymore. And it sounds amazing. It looks amazing. We cannot wait for everyone to see. It's not even finished yet, but it looks pretty damn good so far. So thank you for doing it.
Oh, look, I'm having so much fun with all this, and you've shown you're committed, and I want to go all out with this. It's just basically we're just waiting on the curtains because
I'm bright on one side.
Yeah, once we get the curtains in, we can get the lighting perfect. But just another week or two, and then. We'll be there, but we're super stoked about this new setup because now we've got like way more options and
it really opens up the doors to what we can do in this room because soon enough we might have the second camera maybe on someone on the couch. I'm gonna do like picture in picture.
It's gonna be cool as.
It's really really fun. So let's get right into it and talk about like what we've been doing in the meantime. You explain your part and then I'll explain my part and
Okay, so I've pretty much just been working on this room non-stop before and after work. I didn't really get to do much with the actual podcast, but Ash has been doing some awesome work, movie reviews, card openings, heaps of fun stuff, man. Support this guy because he's really good at it.
It's not support me, support the channel.
Look, regardless of any situation, I'm having too much fun with this. Like whether we have 1 viewer or 1 million, I'm going to keep going because this is sick.
Well, actually, I wanted to sort of speak on that. Like now that where you say like you mentioned the viewership. Congratulations to us. We crossed over 50 subscribers over the last month.
That's right.
And,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I think we're on the trajectory to 60 subscribers. So hopefully, things are working out really well. Small goals are winning the race.
And what's cool now that I've got this out of the way, I can put more time and more money into promoting and things like that. And the actual improvement of the content. And I've got like tons of awesome ideas that we'll get around to doing, but we can only do one thing at a time. So
while you've been, as I said, you've been working on this, so it kind of kicked my butt into gear to say, while you're doing things, let's film, like go back to doing content while to try and keep the channel active. And movie reviews, card openings with Hells.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we wanted to do something together for quite some time, so we thought like this is probably the best thing. We're both into Pokemon, her more recently.
Well, it's a perfect way to do it. I mean, it's just like a subcategory within the channel, and we've already got like a bit of a base going with this channel, so I was really impressed, and I love it, and yeah, hope you guys keep going with that.
Yeah, you're going to see more card openings. You're going to see more competitions.
We'll get Hells into the studio. You guys
maybe,
can do.
maybe we'll do our own thing. But more competitions coming. Then April's competition will. By the time this episode comes out, April competition probably would have already started. So look out for that. But yeah, that's really about it from my side. We've just been busy with doing those things, and so tell me about yours. What's going on your side?
This episode is promoted as the potato cake review episode, and we've been going on and on and on about it, and I'm going to pretend people have been putting pressure on us for the potato cake reviews, but really
they have been. They've been wanting the potato cake reviews.
And we got to give the people what they want.
Exactly. So you kicked off the reviews first. You've already done some content with the potato cake reviews.
Yeah. So I've gone to 2 different shops in Hampton Park.
Yep.
Started with the Ghetto from the bottom.
Starts from the bottom.
Went up to Narry. Went up to Frankston, Parkdale, so the coastline.
Oh wow!
And I just got to do Cranbourne and maybe Beaconsfield, and I think that'll be a good first potato cake.
Base, wow! Yeah. So I think now I'm gonna have to take on like the East region. It'll be like like Baronia, Knox, Eastland, sort of.
It's waiting for you.
I think we're gonna have to. So I think we're gonna do this in like episodic parts of like you've already filmed yours. I think the next time I'm gonna go out and maybe set aside an evening and hit all the potato cakes, all fish and chip stores to do.
The world's your oyster, man.
This has been interesting. So if you guys watch this and you have places that you want us to go visit or tell us about your favorite potato cake. So tell us your favorite potato cake experience and or place to visit in Victoria. We're not going interstate as yet just to go visit potato cake places.
Oh, look, if it gets popular enough, I will go back to the US. Not just for pizza this time. I went for pizza last time, but now it'll be for potato cakes, if they even got them there.
And a message for anyone that watches this from Sydney or Queensland.
That calls them. Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Yeah.
It's potato cake, not scallop, whatever thing that you weird thing. It's Parmigiana, not it's Parma, not Parmy, whatever. Like it infuriates me. It infuriates me what they do to butcher the English language.
And I was also going to say, because there was so much controversy on that, I was going to do a bit of research and look at the history of potato cakes and where they came from and how they got the name potato cake.
Yeah, because like, what happened? Like, when you really think about it, they're French fries. I mean, they're fries. It's just potato that's fried, but it's circular.
But it's battered though. Fries are they? They're not really battered.
Are they?
They're just potatoes fried in oil, right?
Right? Are they?
Yeah. Well, you can get battered chips. You can get battered
beer chips or whatever it is. So like,
it's essentially a battered fried potato circle.
Yeah, so that's something like. So where was the history? Like, what was the origin?
Well, I haven't done the research.
Yeah, I haven't done the research yet. But
this has gone down a whole different rabbit hole. This is
where the potato cake episode. We're dedicating time to the potato cake.
This is where the whole origin story starts and the villain arc of the potato cake comes in. I'm sure it's got one because it's for a very long time it's been severely underrated.
Yeah.
And I always thought they were better than chips when you think about it.
They are, but there's a caveat to this. You can't have potato cakes as much as you have chips.
That's true.
Just purely.
There's a trade-off. There's a trade-off.
There's a purely by oil dense, like the amount of oil.
It makes you feel like crap, doesn't it? You can have about 2 or 3 potato cakes, but then that's a pro, right? Because you don't have to.
You appreciate it.
Yeah,
you appreciate it. So
I don't know.
Yeah, there's little quips and like little things with this.
Yeah.
So you reviewed. Did you want to tell them now, like what you scored them, or you want to wait till the video?
Look, I'm going to wait till the video and maybe do like a little outro type of thing. But what I will say is our scoring system is based on the batter, the crispiness of the batter, the flavour. Because some fish and chip shops, look, I could be taking a wild guess, but some fish and chip shops seem like they reuse the oil more than they should be.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oil
and also
filtration is important.
Exactly. And I feel that that's very important in the amount of potato cakes you can eat, because like you kind of feel a bit of sickness after like a second one.
Yes.
And there's one particular shop that I have sort of been a bit hard on about that.
Yep.
Then I also, whether it's cooked through well, the softness and the thickness and the weight. And then you kind of get like a rough gist of, okay, was this potato cake a bit better than this one and that one? And you do get like a bit of a clear view. So I do, have the basic out of 10 scoring system. Highest so far being like an 8.5 at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
There was one potato cake in Tasmania that I did have, which was beyond expectations.
Wow.
I could say it was a 9. But,
But how long ago was this?
this was this was last year.
Oh, okay.
When I
so
went
it's still
down
fairly like kind of recent. Okay.
But I'm not adding that into this. I'm just saying
It
that...
might be the comparison. You may not add it in, but it's like you've had something so good. This is the comparison to what maybe other potato cakes should be like.
What the way that I see it is that it is possible to get above a 9. So there are cakes that do have the X factor.
Yes, the X factor. I love this. I know for the people watching this, I'm gonna be like, what the hell are we watching? We were watching these two guys talk about nerdy things. And now they're just being nerds with potato cakes. But in hindsight, that's the beauty, because I bet you also have these ridiculous talks with your friends and your boys and your girls, and you're like, what is the best thing out of all of it? And you just find the most ridiculous topic. It's not ridiculous when you really think about it, because we're going to eat these on a regular basis.
Well, we do this to to lay these theories to rest.
Yeah,
and
that's
to make,
true. We did say, I think in one of our early episodes, we were in the business of hunting for the truth.
And this is where we started. Another thing I should add is pricing. I noticed there's a big discrepancy with pricing towards shops that were closer to the coastline than, let's say, a Hampton Park. Hampton Park being the cheapest.
Yep.
I will... What should I say? Spoiler alert. We'll say that so far Hampton Park has been the lowest quality potato cake.
Lowest quality, but it's the cheapest.
But it's the cheapest.
Is there a price correlation?
Now, here's the thing. This is where here's the thing about junk food, right?
Yep.
It's kind of, it's junk, and it's supposed to kind of be bad.
Yes.
So, in a way, do you really want to pay for something extra for something that's supposed to be bad?
This is a very interesting topic. I think this more dives into the health of it. But I would say I'm happy to pay a little bit extra if it meant that I'm not getting so much oil, or like there's a balance.
Yeah,
there's a balance. Like if what's a potato cake cost, like $2, $1.50.
Well, yeah, but between the vicinity of $1.50 and $2.
Okay, so if someone said to me, if I went to a place and their potato cake was like $2.50, I would expect them to be like, this is
gourmet.
This is almost
cake,
gourmet, kind of like, okay, if I'm going to pay $2.50, I should be getting like a golden crisp, like thin layer of oil and not as much there. So that's what I'm expecting.
So far, I have judged Parkdale as having the best so far, right?
Yep.
The fish and chip shop, because there's multiple fish and chip shops. I can't try them all, but but it was definitely the most expensive.
Yeah. Okay.
So, look, so far the pricing is is matching the quality.
Okay. Price is matching the quality. I guess it's weirdly. This is a weird thing to say. Potato cake.
We're out for the truth.
You get what you pay for.
We're hunting for the truth, and we found out what we already know. The truth is out there. It's right in front of us.
It's right there.
We've been known it the whole time.
You get what you pay for.
It's a saying. It is a saying.
It rings true, whether it be potato cakes or doing a job yourself.
Is this a waste of time, Ash?
I know.
Are we wasting our time? Did I buy all these potato cakes for no reason?
I don't know, because
am I compromising my health
I'm sure
for you assholes that you know? But for something we already know.
I mean, we can apply this to some things, but I don't think, like, for example, when we do the cemetery review, we can't really say you get what you pay for. On some level.
Wait. Because here's the thing, right? If I was to... Okay, let's say I passed away and I wanted to be buried at Dandenong Cemetery. Surely it's going to be cheaper than some nice place.
Yeah, so like...
Because that place is run down.
As opposed to Springvale, it's got that huge...
So it's still a place.
I guess...
So we found out nothing. We found out nothing.
The real point of this is that you get what you pay for in life, whether it be a cemetery, whether it be potato cake. Then it's the same relevance.
Or a car. Maybe.
You get what you pay for, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the truth. That is the truth. But Alan and Ash, that was the whole point of the Bobby Soxer Show, and we've solved it in about 6 episodes.
So we can retire now.
We can fucking... All this room was done for nothing.
Okay, some things that I did want to bring up.
Yep.
Look, maybe we should have done it in a different order, but who cares? We're on a roll now.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. We haven't done this in quite some time. We can let loose with it.
Yeah. It is the long Easter weekend.
Yes.
It's Sunday today, so happy Easter, everyone.
Yes, happy Easter wherever you are.
Yeah, to anyone that
celebrates. Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to mention, the world, it's no secret the world's a bit, topsy-turvy at the moment.
Oh, man. Right.
Petrol prices have jumped. More continuing wars and stuff.
Yeah, especially here in Australia, because maybe you're not watching this in the same place, but they're saying that if we don't get petrol through the Strait of Hormuz, I don't know how you pronounce it, sorry, by August, we may be in a recession by September. And I'm like, man, this is like real big thing.
Yeah, are you starting to sort of get 2020 vibes?
Ooh.
With this whole all these crises that these politicians put us in.
Yeah, so I guess I wouldn't say almost exactly but only because I don't think the government is going to come in and save us. Because we're not locked down, per se, we're not locked down by a virus, we're limited by transportation. And so, and a lot of work, depending on what you do for work, can be done from home.
So you're saying this could be more catastrophic?
I think it could be more catastrophic, purely because I don't think the government's going to help again in terms of helping someone with a wage. Someone like me who can work in an office that's only 15 minutes away. Yeah. And sometimes the work can be done from home. They're not going to be well, we're not going to subsidize your wage because fuel doesn't maybe affect you. Mm-hmm. And so I think, I have no faith in our government lately. I mean, the only guy that is that David Pocock guy. There's this guy, his independent runner. Sorry, I forgot your name wrong. Who literally speaks logic. and no one in the government, on both sides, particularly likes him because he's like, I can't be bought. I'm not getting bought by the big corporations, and he's saying stuff like tax the corporations, tax the gas industry 25%.
Okay.
And on their earnings, and I'm like that's logic. We should be taxing like things that are getting exported out of our country, and we're not. So I think maybe hopefully. Because he does speak to a younger audience, because a lot of his stuff is on social media. Maybe we do vote independent, or at least try and get him in some regard. But yeah, all in all, the old guard of politicians that are looking after our country now, just it's no longer for the people.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no longer for the people. They're just lining their own pockets until they're done.
Yeah, well, that's the politics side of things. Well, how do you think people? Do you think people are feeling the pinch at the moment with the extra?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, actually, no. This is an interesting problem. I do think some people are feeling it, and I think people who maybe like single parents. Or people who like have a stay-at-home person, like not if you only have one wage coming into your home, you would probably be feeling the pinch.
Yeah.
But if you live in a 2-wage household, you may not be feeling the pinch as much because you're bringing in maybe enough money to cover expenses and still have a good life. And I'm sorry if this does offend anyone, but this is my reasoning and this is my logic, and this is the best way I can describe it. I want a Pokemon auction page on Facebook, and there are people. I don't know if they're particularly overseas or not, but I would say a good 80% of them are here in Australia. People are dropping like $4,700, $4,700 on a case of Pokemon cards.
Right.
And I'm just like, hang on. If we're such in a recession,
people wouldn't be able to afford that. Right?
These little things. Now, I can barely I'm barely going saying, hey, look, I can go buy like a box of Pokemon cards for the competitions or whatever it is, and I'm making. It's
something you have to think about. Yeah, it's not something like you can just you got to consider everything else as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So in my head. I'm like, hang on. If you as a person are happily regularly spending like tens of thousands of dollars on like week on week out, and I'm like, some people are either like these guys either must be uber rich and not feeling the pinch, or I'm looking at maybe someone who owns a store. There must be a lot of variables, but I do think when I go in line at midnight at Kmart and I see 60 people there, and that's just at Fountain Gate. Yeah. I'm like, where is the pinch feeling? That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. I'm sure, obviously, Australia is a wide open space. I'm only seeing like literally, a 0.01% of like people around me. But it just seems like the country may be feeling it, but when I see individuals, I'm just like, this is not making sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And it's interesting how you put it like that, because a lot of the times when you see someone that doing certain things that don't quite add up, you usually see it a little bit later down the road. Because you don't know what they're maxing out on their cards, and what they're borrowing from, and blah blah. Yeah. So that's
what I'm saying. Like you just there's a lot of variables.
Yeah, and it does make you think. Okay, what's going on here? I have like a weird sort of like a feeling. Like I kind of feel like. You know how they say history doesn't necessarily repeat, but it rhymes.
Yep.
And we're sort of going into 1928, going into the 1930s where there was the Great Depression.
Yeah, okay.
And I kind of feel like the type of crises that we're getting into and the way that people are behaving and the way that I just feel like there's like a build up to like a big catastrophe and something's I don't want this to happen because I have a pretty good life as it is.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no one wants this to happen.
Yeah, it is frustrating to see like the idiocracy that society has become.
Yeah.
But I've kind of learned to accept that pretty well, and I enjoy my life. But it is kind of a weird feeling that I'm getting at the moment, where it's like, okay. If this happens, is there anything I can really do to prepare for it? You know,
yeah, exactly. Like, what do you do? Like, you go,
yeah, because you can't control the fuel thing, right?
No.
And here's the thing. Like, even let's say you have an electric car and solar panels, it's not like you're probably laughing right now, going, "Oh, look at all these idiots with petrol." Here's the thing. A lot of trucks still use, traditional fuel, right?
Means of petrol, yeah.
What are they going to do? They have to increase their prices, right? So, transportation costs. It's the only logical thing. So
whatever's
now,
like food, whatever, stuff like that. Yeah.
It's
a lot of short-term thinking. Yeah.
And here's the thing, like. Look, it's going to bleed into everything else. So that's the thing that sort of pisses me off with that, is that unfortunately energy is the basis of everything.
Yeah.
And if that increases, then everything else inevitably increases. There's no real kind of stop to that.
No. So, yeah, I guess like I really feel like we'll kind of like end it on the thing of like, we hope you're doing well, and wherever you are watching this, we hope that you are taking care of yourself in the best way possible.
Yeah, by the way, I didn't mean to go from potato cakes and like, joking around to this. I just wanted a quick, because in a way this podcast really is like a vlog, so it is sort of keeping up with,
current days or current affairs.
Yeah, just so we sort of have like an idea, like when we look back on this, we're going to be like, oh yeah, like this is what was going on at that time.
Yeah, there's a bit interesting to look back on. So, so again, like wherever you are, we hope you're looking after yourselves and that you're taking care of yourself in the best way possible. We obviously don't want anyone to be feeling on hard times, and if you are doing hard times and you need somewhere to talk about it, like feel free to reach out to help. People are there to help you. So more than maybe what you think. So yeah. It's really, that's my message on that. But
yeah, hang in there. Things work out.
Hopefully things work out.
Just, get another credit card.
Yeah. But that being said, we can kind of end on there for our first episode back.
It's good to be back.
Honestly, it's good to be back, and I'm
loving this vibe.
I'm speaking a lot loudly than I'm used to because there's no echo. So it's all soundproof, so I'm just virtually yelling into the camera.
Yeah.
But that being said, thank you for joining us on our ramblings of the Bobby Soxer Show.
Oh yeah, just one last thing. Okay, future episodes, we're going to do the video game playthroughs, cemetery reviews. I did win my tennis match A Reserve 5.
Oh yeah, congratulations.
And the funny thing...
That's right, you did tell me.
The funny thing about that was we were joking because we got bumped up from B2 to A Reserve 5 and we were saying we're going to be playing on the Pro Tour next as a joke, right? Here's the thing, Tennis Australia reached out to us and said that all the winners from the Waverley district can, I don't know where it's going to be, maybe Rod Laver Arena.
Oh, no way!
I don't think it's going to be there, but it is kind of blowing out of proportion. So that is pretty funny.
That's amazing. You have to tell me what the result
what happens. So like to... Oh yeah, and one thing I really, really, really want to do. I'm going to hire an impersonator to come down here thinking they're going to be doing their job, but we're going to interview them.
Oh my God.
Have you seen that guy that hires impersonators for himself?
No.
Well, we're going to do that, but we're going to interview him in the podcast. And we're going to do this with multiple impersonators. Michael Jackson, there was a Leonardo DiCaprio one.
Oh my God.
So I'm dead serious about this stuff. It's just a matter of timing. And I'll leave it at that. I'm dragging this out, but God. It's going to be hilarious.
It's always a surprise when I come for these episodes.
Yeah.
That again, thank you for everyone joining us. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're looking after yourselves. And thanks again for watching the Bobby Soxer Show. Hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. Have a good night, everybody.
Sick. This is the infamous Hampton Park Fish and Chip Shop. Right
It's
there.
located here at the fairway.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll grab a couple of potato cakes and rate them out of 10 and all that kind of stuff. So let's go. Yeah, start.
Cool.
Okay, so we've got the potato cakes from Hampton Park, and we've got a special edition pumpkin cake, and we threw this in it as an extra. We got the sneakers in batter, which will probably give us clogged arteries right after we eat it. But yeah, we'll give it a crack. So this is the normal cake, reasonable size. Looks like it's got a bit of decent crispiness to it, but let's give it a shot. We just had normal salt. Okay. So good crisp to it. Inside's cooked pretty well, nice and fluffy, as you want from potato cake. Now, I will say something about the Hampton Park potato cakes. There's something I'm not sure if I like about the flavour of the oil that they use. Now, I'll get Blanca to see, she'll confirm this with me, but maybe it's just me. So, do you want to give it a shot, Blanca?
Let's do it.
I'll flip it, I'll film you, and just let me know. Let me know what you think about that.
Okay. I've already had this last time.
Yeah, so
and
she,
and I actually like it.
so she has tried it before.
Yeah. This time, we'll see if I'll have the same sentiments again. I guess it's on point. It's not too salty, and it's crispy from the outside.
Yep.
And yeah, I think I agree with the oil thing.
Yep.
Maybe they're reusing the oil.
See, that's what I was thinking. Possibly it's been reused
Most
a couple
probably,
times. Most
yeah.
probably.
But I guess that's where the magic happens. Sometimes
Well,
they do that.
it's a bit of a catch-22, right? Because
Yeah.
it's when you get junk food like this, like it's meant to be junk food, right?
Yeah.
So it's almost the worse it is, the better, in a way.
Or maybe they didn't get enough time to drain it because it's just freshly cooked. You can see the oil.
That's true. That's true. Because we did
Yeah.
just get it straight from
Yeah.
there, and then started eating it
Yeah.
straight out the pack. But
Part of-
otherwise,
yeah.
otherwise, that's the thing that I have with the Hampton Park potato cakes at this particular store. Anyway, is there's something about the oil that I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the flavor. But I give these potato cakes maybe 6.5, 7 out of 10. I'm being a bit
Yeah.
harsh here, only because of that flavor issue, and it can sort of make you feel a little bit off. It
Something's
makes
anti-war.
you feel a bit off, and that's why I'm being so harsh on it. That's
Yeah.
if I didn't get that, I'd definitely give it like jump it up to like an 8,
yeah.
8.5, because everything else is fine. Like
For
Yep.
me, I'd rate it at 7.5.
yeah, well, that's a fair call, I
Because
think.
usually when you buy like stuff like this, it gets most of the time too salty.
Yeah.
But this time it's on point.
Yeah.
It's just the oil. And yeah. But next time, there's one potato cake. I remember the taste and I liked it. I think that's the one we had.
Nary Warren.
No, when we watched the live thing. The last one.
In Frankston.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to
We
go
should
back
try
to
that.
Frankston.
Yeah.
Right?
So-
Okay. Yeah, we do have the sneakers in batter, which is absolutely brutal. Look at that. That will kill us. And the pumpkin cakes here are interesting as well. But
Pumpkin.
yeah, we got a pumpkin cake here. Do you want to have a quick bite of that?
Yeah.
I think it'll be this one. Try it out. Now, I've got the same issue with the pumpkin cakes. It's pretty much on point with everything, and it does taste nice, but it does make you feel a bit off. Probably because of the oil.
I think I like this more than that.
Oh, wow. Whoa. That's a bit of a surprise.
Because it's a bit sweet and salty.
Give me a shot.
Let's. Tell me if I was right.
This particular pumpkin that they used is sweeter than the last time.
Okay.
So this actually tastes better.
That's why I told you I like it.
But if you do ever come to this fish and chip shop, I do recommend the pumpkin.
More than that.
Because it is actually more unique. It is a bit. Actually, I think so. I don't know if many other fish and chip shops do the pumpkin ones. They probably do, maybe, but we'll find out. But yeah, this is a good little addition.
See ya.
We'll wrap it up.